everyone, this is Sally. Today I want to talk to you about bonding with your adult children. So typically I'm always talking about how to speak to your child who is struggling, which is what my channel is about, right? Today I want to talk a little bit about some tips on how to talk to your children that are not struggling necessarily, but to keep it that way. So to keep the lines of communication open, and this can technically apply to any of our kids. These are the same types of strategies that I would use, whether your child is having a rough go of it or not. So the number one thing is, their preferred mode of communication, right? Nowadays, it's probably text. So I hear a lot of moms say that, I can call my child and they never pick up, and don't bother leaving a voicemail because they won't check it. So whatever that preferred mode of communication is, just use it, right? Whether you are comfortable with it or not, if that's how they want to communicate, then let's do it. Because you know how when kids are young, like you're their everything, your mom, right? You're their everything. And then when they're a younger teen, I feel like we're kind of the enemy. And then as they grow into adults, the relationships get kind of complicated. So with that being said, also I would say the next step would be exploring common interests. So their interests may have changed from when they were that teenager or young adult, and the things that maybe interested them before, that maybe things that you did together when they were younger, they have no interest in anymore. So you need to explore those common interests, whether it's a TV show, sports, just showing interest in their thing. So let's say they're into gaming and you're not. It doesn't mean you have to start gaming, but you could definitely show interest in showing that you care about what they're doing. So, one thing too, a lot of moms ask me is like, should we go down memory lane? Should we get the photo albums out and go down memory lane? You'll know when the time is right to do something like that. Many times kids will ask, and sometimes it's usually the mom that wants to do that. But I would strongly recommend just kind of feeling that situation out before I brought the photo albums out, because a lot of kids don't want to do that. And lastly is keeping your wisdom to yourself. And that's hard as a mom, isn't it? So because we love them, we want to help them. But when you are constantly telling them what to do, all they hear is criticism. Or if you're constantly nagging at them. So for example, if you say, are you sure you can afford that? What they probably are hearing is, oh, I'm probably going to end up on the street because I can't afford that. I'm a loser. I don't know how to manage my money. And I know that's not always our intention, right? We don't mean for it to come across like that, but that is what they're hearing. And so really give them the benefit of the doubt. And when they want your advice, they will ask you. One tip that I use a lot too is, if there's a situation and you can say, oh, would you like my opinion? Or if they're venting to you, you could say, do you want me to listen? Or did you want my advice? And they'll say, oh, I just want you to listen. Okay, then that's what you do. If they say, well, what do you think? Well, then you have every right to give your opinion because they asked for it, right? So unsolicited advice, stop that right now, because it does not go over well and it actually just ends up causing resentment. So many months ago, I did some videos on helicopter parent, consultant parent, drill sergeant parent. We need to be a consultant parent. Many of us did the helicopter and we did the drill sergeant parenting when they were younger because we didn't know better. And I'm guilty of that. And so if that's you, I would strongly encourage you to become that consultant parent now, which is asking if they want your advice, and just being a good listener and just being in their presence and being able to, communicate respectfully. So I hope that helps. This is really around your adult children, maybe that you're not having as much issue with or a strife with. However, as you're struggling, your defiant adult kids, as they start coming out of their situations, this information and this communication tips will definitely help you. All right. Thank you. Have a great day.